Hi everyone, if you watched my previous video, you know that the rear brake pads on my Audi A6 were completely worn out after 25,000 miles since the last replacement. So in this video, let's try replacing them together. I've shown the detailed process of replacing rear brake pads in my previous videos. You'll find the links in the video description below. This time, I'll go through the process at a faster pace. Interestingly, the new brake pads I'll be installing come with these special shims. These shims appear to be designed to prevent the brake pads from rattling and squeaking. Let's see how the pads fit with these shims and whether there's any noticeable difference in the performance of the brake discs and pads after installing them. So I've removed the caliper, and now we can assess the condition of the previous pads that lasted 25,000 miles. Let's start by taking out the outer pad. Look at this, there's almost nothing left of the pad's friction material. This is probably why the brake disc developed grooves like these and areas where the pad wasn't making contact with the disc. The spring on the pad has even started to wear down. It's a good thing I noticed the problem in time, though I should have addressed it sooner. That was the outer pad. Now let's check the inner one. As you can see, the inner pad is in slightly better shape. It's held up a bit longer, but it's still almost worn out. Now I'll clean the caliper bracket and install the special shims in this spot. By the way, you won't be able to install new brake pads until you retract the caliper piston. I'm doing this using a key from an angle grinder. After retracting the piston, I noticed a tear in the piston boot. So, at some point in the future, I'll probably need to rebuild the caliper. For now, the piston moves freely without sticking. The parking brake lever also works smoothly without any issues, so I'll leave everything as it is for now. I also checked the guide pins on the caliper bracket. They move well, and the copper grease is still there. The caliper seems to be functioning properly, and it's not sticking. Now let's install the new brake pads. I bought pads from TRW because they come with these shims. According to the instructions, these shims are supposed to be installed here on the caliper bracket. However, after installing the shims, I found that I couldn't fit the brake pads. The bottom part gets blocked by the shim and the top part doesn't fit because another shim is in the way. If I manage to install both shims, the pads will get stuck and won't retract, which would cause the brake disc to overheat. I think these shims are meant for vehicles where the caliper brackets are heavily worn and have a lot of play. In that case, the shims would prevent the pads from rattling during driving. As you can see, there's no play in my case. The pads don't move up or down, so there's no need for these shims, and I wouldn't recommend ordering them separately. I'll proceed to install the brake pads without the shims. Now the pads are installed. As you can see, I've fully retracted the piston, and now I can easily reinstall the caliper. I'll attach the caliper to the bracket using new bolts from the kit and reconnect the parking brake cable. The caliper is now secured and the parking brake cable is reattached. All that's left is to do some test drives and see how the new TRW pads wear and how the working surface of the brake disc holds up. So I drove for about 150 miles and then removed the wheel again to check the condition of the brake disc's working surface. As you can see, the new brake pads are making better contact and the surface is becoming more polished. Even the rust at the edge of the disc is gradually wearing off. Let's see how these pads perform over time. I installed them without the shims because they fit snugly, don't rattle, and don't have any play. See you soon in the next videos.